Well, I think leadership has to start with a really great idea. An idea that, if it's extended to its limits, will change the world or change the sphere of the world that you're operating in. And then you've got to gather around you people that share the same vision and just be resolute and single-minded about the execution of the idea.
Rob Fenwick is a man who has truly made a difference, even when he's been knee-deep in compost and with his heart on ice. He is that rare combination of businessman and environmentalist who has devoted a lifetime to the conservation of natural and human heritage in New Zealand and Antarctica. Rob's contribution to safeguarding our environment through sustainability, wildlife protection and waste minimisation will benefit New Zealanders for decades to come and hopefully beyond. The list of Rob's roles and accomplishments is long and exhaustive, taking him from ice to forest, marine reserve to compost heap, wind farm to oyster beds. Over the past 2 decades, Rob has formed a powerful bond with Antarctica and the Deep South. As chairman of the New Zealand Antarctic Heritage Trust, he launched a successful campaign to save the historic huts of Shackleton and Scott. At the helm of Antarctica New Zealand, Rob oversaw the completion of the Ross Island wind farm, which provides renewable energy for Scott Base and McMurdo Station. The Fenwick Ice Piedmont, a landmark in the Ross Sea, was even named after him. An experienced sailor, Rob has made expeditions into both the Arctic and sub-Antarctic, observing evidence of global warming and the decline of biodiversity, which remains his consuming interest. Passionate about New Zealand's wildlife and natural heritage, Rob has been a key advisor to the Department of Conservation and helped establish Predator-Free New Zealand. He now leads Kiwis for Kiwi, a national trust committed to reversing the decline in Kiwi populations. Rob's business interests have also reflected his concern for the environment. In 1994, he co-founded Living Earth, the country's first municipal composting business, which has diverted organic waste from landfills to create almost 2 million tonnes of high-quality compost. A companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Rob has been an advisor to countless companies and foundations and headed charitable organisations like the Order of St John and the Fred Hollows Foundation. In 2012, Rob brought his extensive knowledge to the Sir Peter Blake Trust. He was a trustee on the board until a health issue recently saw him step down from this and several other governance roles. Rob, his wife Jenny and their 3 daughters live in beautiful Tamataku Bay on Waiheke Island. It's where they've gifted a forest walkway to the City of Auckland and now run an oyster farm within the marine reserve that Rob fought for. The Sir Peter Blake Trust is privileged to honour Rob Fenwick, a man who has upheld Sir Peter's principles and carried on his legacy as New Zealand's foremost statesman of sustainability and the environment, and an exceptional leader and motivator in business and governance.